Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for coming to this session. Have you ever heard about a strong connection between mental health and education as both significantly impact each other? Good education plays a crucial role in promoting mental health and well-being at various stages of life. For example, Katrina 2018 has stated that there is no health without mental health, and experiencing the best possible mental health is a universal human right. So, today you are with me, Nur Sabrina Auni, to discuss this issue with our professional panelists. But first of all, let me introduce my team. I am Nur Sabrina Auni binti Muhammad Rawi as a moderator, then be presenting on my team. Welcome to the first panel, Nur Batrisha binti Baharuzaman, Nur Farah Akilah binti Azmi as a second panel, Nurul Khairina binti Yaakob as a third panel, and the last one, Wan Khawlah Al-Azwar binti Wan Saifuddin. Ladies and gentlemen, the relationship between education and mental health is supported by a body of evidence from various fields, including psychology, education, and public health. According to Maya Adam 2018, health behavior change, which can be motivated by effective health education, has been called our greatest hope for reducing the burden of preventable disease and death around the world. The influence of education on health outcomes is direct, and as it enhances individuals' information processing abilities, subsequently fostering greater health awareness and locative efficiency. Alternatively, it can enhance the effectiveness of treatments. So now, without delaying our time, let us get right into our first panelist that is known about a lovely and charismatic person. So, Batusha, what is a factor that can cause mental health issues?
Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you to the moderator, Sabrina Auni. It's an opportunity to share about the causes of mental health today. Firstly, the cause of mental health is academic pressure. According to the France Cycle 2022, academic pressure may have an important impact on teenagers' physical and mental health, family relations, and happiness, which has been confirmed by Sanjay 2011 and Zhang 2016. Chile 2019 have shown that teachers and parents have higher learning expectations of teenagers with good academic performance, resulting in greater academic pressure. When academic performance does not match expectations, this can create negative emotions, which will lead to deviant behaviors. Teenagers with poor academic performance are vulnerable to peer pressure in the campus environment, and they are prone to feelings of inferiority, anxiety, and fear in their studies. Secondly, the cause of mental health is bullying and social pressures. According to Louis A. Fellows and the Department of Psychiatry and Behavior Science 2021, there has been a lot of conversation in the media lately about bullying and the damaging impact it can have on mental health. According to this University California Los Angeles study, Jana Jovanen, 2010, a professor of psychology at UCLA and lead author of the study Bullying and Low Academic Achievement and Frequently Linked. Jovanen is quoted saying students who are repeatedly bullied receive poorer grades and participate less in class discussions. Students may get mislabeled as low achievers because they do not want to speak up in class for fear of getting bullied. Students who are repeatedly bullied may experience physical symptoms like stomach pains, headache, and trouble sleeping. These side effects may pair with anxiety about going to school or participating in class, which only leads to further loss of interest and reduced academic performance. Students who are bullied often exhibit low self-confidence, frequently experiencing depression, suicidal thoughts, and even violent outbreaks. Stop bullying and start empathy. Lastly, the cause of mental health is parental and family expectations. According to the France Cycle 2022, parent-child relationships are the most important social relationship of teenagers. They play an important role in the development of their social functions. Has an extremely important influence on the physical and mental development of teenagers. Kwang 2011 have found that parent-child conflict has a moderating effect on academic pressure and adolescent behavior deviation. In addition, Huan 2008 found that academic pressure may affect adolescent problem behavior through parent-child conflict. Academic pressure includes the pressure placed on adolescents by parents. When academic performance fails to satisfy parents, it will affect family relations, resulting in parent-child conflict, which may lead to an increase in adolescent problem behavior. That's all from me. Thank you. Back to the moderator. Yes, Haula, do you want to say something?
Yes, Patricia, I am with you on that. And I think parents is the one who must to responsible with their child's mental health because they are main cause effect of their child mental health. So they must be responsibility at all. Okay, that's all for me.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Patricia and Haula, for the nice sharing. In conclusion, the impact of academic pressure on teenagers has highlighted in studies such as those mentioned in France Cycle in 2022 is significant and multifaceted. The strain emanating from academic expectations, whether from school, family, or society, can have far-reaching consequences on teenagers' physical and mental well-being, family relations, and overall happiness. So next, I would like to ask our second panelist, Farah, what is the effects of education on mental health? The screen is yours.
Thank you, Sabrina, our moderator for today. So before I start explaining about the effects, I need to tell you beforehand that education can bring positive effects to our mental health while ruining it for some other people. So let's begin with the positive effects of education and on mental health. In 2022, a study from Navin Sundar and Fiola Condiro shows that an extra year of education led to a lower likelihood of reporting any mental illness such as depression and anxiety. It is also proved that more educated people suffered less severe symptoms of mental health issues. According to Joseph Burns, the process of learning and acquiring knowledge has the power to cultivate our confidence and self-esteem. As we master new skills and gain more knowledge, we naturally become more assured of our capabilities. This image will positively influence our interactions with friends and educators. We will become more confident with our talk and easily influence others to follow our lead or follow our opinion. As we know, it is common for high achievers to become a leader of a group or an organization. And to become a leader, they need confidence and good skills so that they can bring their group to success. This proves that education and knowledge are keys to enhance our self-esteem. I will give you an example. So, educational settings provide opportunities for individuals to social, have an interaction, and communicate. By engaging with peers, teachers, and diverse perspectives, it helps individuals to develop social skills, contributing to increased self-esteem in social situations. Before I move further onto the negative effect of education on mental health, is there any questions regarding my point just now?
We think you explained it wonderfully, so proceed with your next point.
Thank you, Patricia. Then I will continue to the negative effects of education on mental health. I will start with something that most of us probably heard before, which is overachiever syndrome. The term overachiever syndrome is not a formal psychological or medical diagnosis, but it is a phrase used to describe a pattern of behavior characterized by individuals who consistently strive for higher goals than what it is typically expected. High achievers and performers are usually at high risk to develop this syndrome as they prioritize their success more than anything in the world, which comes at sacrifice of their times and happiness. They are likely to continue to push themselves harder to achieve success even when they are struggling with their mental health issues. In order to satisfy their expectations, these people adopt an unhealthy habit in order to reach their goal.
I think it is commendable to that determination drives them to push through challenges. But I think adopting unhealthy habits to meet expectation would raise concerns about their well-being in pursuit of success. What do you think?
Yes, it raises concerns to people around them, especially family and friends. Therefore, we need to be more conscious and more aware of our friends or colleagues to make sure they are in a positive condition. Continuing my topic, I'm going to talk about burnout, which is nowadays starting to happen to people as early as high schoolers. So, what is burnout? According to Lexi Walter Wright in 2019, burnout is a state of physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion, often accompanied by the feeling of cynicism and detachment from work. It happens when students are faced with continuous pressure and stress without a chance to relax. In one of the article I found, right in 2019, said that students may continue to do well in their study, but when the works are non-stop, they may not rest well enough and doesn't have enough time to recharge their energy before they continue the next course. For example, some students have to work harder or longer than their peers to achieve the same result. This situation will give them pressure to catch up along, and they will start to questioning their ability to learn and also self-worth. At some point, they will get tired and they'll get tired mentally and physically. And instead of trying to be better, they will just give up. I think that's all my point for the effects of education on mental health. So let us continue back to the moderator.
All right. Thank you, Patricia and Farah, for the wonderful info. Also, Karina, for your opinion. Now, we know that academic accomplishments undoubtedly play a pivotal role in shaping an individual's self-image and fostering a sense of pride and achievement. As outlined by Burns 2023, the development of skills across various domains contributes to increased confidence, encouraging individuals to extend their learning in their works beyond their comfort zones. So, moving on to the next segment, what are the challenges related to mental health within educational settings, Nurul Khairina? The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning, everyone. Thank you, Sabrina, for being our beloved moderator today. It's a pleasure to be here. I will now discuss the comprehensive exploration of mental health challenges within educational settings, covering educational attainment, socioeconomic status, and complexities of mental health improvement. Well, firstly, the relationship between educational attainment and mental health has been long recognized as reciprocal. Educational settings can contribute to mental health challenges due to some factors, which is academic pressure, bullying, or inadequate support system. Conversely, mental health problem can hinder students' ability to engage effectively in the educational process, leading to lower educational attainment. According to Dr. Nicola Williams, 2021, it is found that higher education is linked to better mental health due to increased life choices and financial security. However, it can also lead to lower job satisfaction due to high aspirations. Conversely, lower education is associated with a lack of control, contributing to lower socioeconomic status and heightened stress, which can trigger depression. During early 20th century, mental health was often stigmatized and overlooked in educational settings. Thankfully, some influential figures played pivotal roles in shifting these perspectives.
Karina, what are the
Yes?
influential figures that played the pivotal role mentioned?
Oh, it was Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky. They emphasized the importance of considering cognitive and emotional aspects for students' development. Other than Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky, one influential figure in the field of mental health and education, which is Dr. Howard, did challenge the traditional views of intelligence, opening up a new avenues for understanding students' diverse abilities and needs with educational settings. Challenges related to mental health significantly impact students' academic performance, social interactions, and overall well-being. Untreated mental health issues contribute to high dropout rates and increase the risk of getting long-term mental health problems, like anxiety and depressions. Secondly, socioeconomic status plays a significant role in shaping mental health outcomes within educational settings. The disparities in access to resource, opportunities, and support that exist between different socioeconomic groups can exacerbate mental health challenges. Referring to Dr. Nicola Williams' 2021, she indicates that the lower socioeconomic status is linked to mental health issues, demonstrated through indicators like occupation, income, and education. There is ongoing research to establish a causal relationship between socioeconomic status and mental health problems. It is focused on selection on causation models. Individuals from lower socioeconomic backgrounds often face increased stresses, limited to access quality healthcare, and reduced support systems. Um, Effort have been made to address these challenges, but the pervasive disparities still persist, hindering the mental health and educational success of students from disadvantaged backgrounds. There are some initiatives focusing on comprehensive support, including counseling services, mentorship, and scholarships. Um, those initiatives have shown promises in narrowing the gap and improving mental health outcomes, but despite these efforts, socioeconomic disparities still remain, with limited resources often concentrated in more affluent communities. Improving mental health within educational settings requires a multifaceted approach that recognizes the multifactorial nature of mental health challenges. It involves addressing not only individual factors but also systemic issues surrounding educational policies, resources, and societal attitudes. Dr. Nicola Williams has said that although higher education generally correlates with better mental health, age and gender difference persist. Simply improving education might not universally enhance mental health, as seen in the past attempts. Instead, addressing inequalities and developing tailored interventions are crucial in tackling mental health disparities. Improving mental health within educational settings requires a nuanced, multifaceted approach. It involves addressing individual factors and systemic issues surrounding educational policies, resources, and societal attitudes. From an individual level perspective, it is crucial to provide tailored mental health resources and support, emphasizing early identification and access to qualified professionals. On systemic level, schools, policymakers, and communities must collaborate to create an inclusive, supportive, and mentally healthy educational settings. Despite progress, there are still some significant barriers to overcome, including inadequate funding, understaffing, and lack of training for educators and support staff. These systemic challenges impede effective mental health support. Looking ahead, we must prioritize integrated mental health services, increase the training for educators, and comprehensive policies to address the diverse needs of students. Collaborative effort among schools, mental health professionals, and policymakers are crucial for fostering an environment where mental health and educational goals align harmoniously. I think that's all from me. I will pass the screen to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia and Khairina, for the remarkable sharing from your side. In conclusion, the challenges related to mental health within educational settings demand thoughtful consideration. By understanding historical context, acknowledging key figures, and adopting a holistic approach, we can pave the way for a brighter future. A comprehensive mental health support system and a supportive school environment are essential for ensuring the well-being and success of students. Only through integrated efforts can we address the negative aspects, embrace positive perspective, and create a conducive environment for mental health within educational settings. Moving on to our last panelist, how we can prevent mental health issues, Haula.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Sabrina, for inviting me to this forum today. So let me introduce myself first. I am Kaula, a psychologist from National University of Malaysia. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how to prevent mental health issues. Okay, first of all, the responsibility to preventing mental health issues is not by individually, but their environment can be more positive and supportive. Okay. So there are many important things to prevent mental health issues, which is promote a positive school culture, educate students with mental health and parental involvement. So firstly, a key aspect to preventing mental health issues is promoting a positive school culture. Okay, according to the School Culture and Student Mental Health 2022, shown that a positive relationship between teachers, staff, and student contribute to a positive and nurturing environment, reducing stress and enhancing overall well-being. Secondly, the Institute of Studies or school must to educate students with mental health education. Refer to the article of Mental Health Education 2022 state that incorporating mental health education into school curricula is associated with increased knowledge about mental health among students. So this is a crucial component to providing students with information on coping strategies, stress management, and emotional well-being, equips them with essential skills to navigate the challenges of academic and personal life. Okay. Thirdly, the main thing to prevent mental health from home is handled by parents. As we know, relationship between parents and children are very important at all. The meta-analysis in the Pegam Journal of Educational Research and Instruction 2022 found that parents who actively engage with their child's education, schools, and overall development is a foundational element in preventing mental health issues. So, in conclusion, the evidence-based strategies of promoting a positive school culture, integrate students with mental health education, and encouraging parental involvement collectively contribute to the prevention of mental health issues among students. Um, the highlight is the collaboration between schools and parents creates a comprehensive support system for students and establish a foundation for lifelong mental health and well-being. So that's all for me from me. I hope all of students in the world are in good condition of mental health. So let's back to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful sharing, Haula. Here we can see that this underscores the profound impact of positive and inclusive school cultures, mental health education, and parental involvement on students' overall well-being. Schools that foster a positive and inclusive culture, as highlighted by Child Indicators research in 2018, contribute to lower rates of mental health issues. The establishment of positive relationships among students, teachers, and staff creates a supportive and nurturing environment, ultimately reducing stress and enhancing the overall mental health of students. So we can conclude that we stand at a crucial intersection of mental health and education, recognizing the profound impact that one has and the other. It is time to unite our efforts and champion a holistic approach to education that prioritizes the well-being of individuals at every stage of life. Time's up already. All the opinions have been given. That's all from us. Assalamualaikum.